I'm joined by Miles, Shipside Commercial Director at Rightmove. Thank you very much indeed for coming to speak to us. So, your survey showing that UK home sellers are cutting prices for the first time this year in July. And what is the significance of this development, given that it is the first month-on-month fall in 2010?
Well, these are new sellers coming to the market, so they're very sensitive around market conditions. And what we've seen is a glut of property coming onto the market, up 45%. On July last year. So unsold stock per estate agency branch now 25% higher than the beginning of the year, and obviously if there's a lot more competition, then sellers have to make their prices more competitive.
And from what I understand, there are two factors really driving this picture. One is that it's tough to get a bank loan because of tighter lending rules, and at the same time you have more and more properties coming onto the market, as you say.
That's right. If you actually look at the run rate of properties coming onto the market, it's around 30,000 a week. The number of rationed mortgage approvals is around 11,000 a week. Now, obviously, not every property that's sold needs a mortgage, but there's a big imbalance there, a sort of 5-to-2 imbalance. So, therefore, the oversupply of property is going to continue until lending criteria are relaxed.
Buyers perhaps gaining the upper hand for the first time in a while. And the annual rate of home price inflation in the capital slowed to 4.8% from 8.2%. What does that tell us?
Well, in London, we looked at national figures earlier. London, a drop of 1.7% on the month. So London reacting more. Obviously, that's dragging down the national average. And London is quite a good barometer. But a big oversupply in London. National figures up 45% on last year. London up 67% on July last year. So big oversupply problem possibly looming in the capital, and obviously people need larger mortgages there to be able to go ahead.
But worth pointing out that despite there being a drop in prices in London, there is still this very great discrepancy, if not imbalance, when it comes to house prices in London versus the rest of the country, right?
Absolutely. Average house price in London over 400,000, rest of the country around 230,000. But people are still looking, so the demand is there. Our traffic is up 11% on this time last year, so in spite of the World Cup, people are still looking, but mortgage availability is the key, and we think prices will end up drifting back to where they were at the beginning of the year.
Miles, Shipside Commercial Director of Rightmove, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.